quick follow-up video on Forward Vaping Neuvillette. So it's come to my attention that, well, a couple of things really. Number one, yes, it does seem like Kaz's buff durations are a little bit too short for the kind of things that we're trying to do with Neuvillette, and that might not just be the case with Forward Vape Neuvillette, that might be the case with a lot of Neuvillette teams, so we're gonna have to keep an eye on that. But then another thing that's come to my attention is that what I've stumbled on is potentially going to be the CN meta for playing Neuvillette, because it seems like Forward Vaping Neuvillette is getting a lot of hype according to a video by Jamie. We're here with Masanori and Neuvillette. So, as you can see, we have a bit of a different team. So instead of running Baiju Kaz, I've gone for Zhongli Nahida. Double Archon. I was kind of hoping to avoid double Archon because that seems a little bit too easy, Herder double Archon. But, oh boy, it is effective. So we're gonna settle down. I saw an 80k in there. 70k. Another 80k. A lot of damage. Just like that. So, yeah. Zhongli Nahida. That works really, really well. Essentially, we're relying on two things. Instead of running, you know, massive hydro damage bonus from someone like Kaz with your swells, we're relying on A, 50% of a VV that lasts for bloody ever through Zhongli's shield, and then B, we're also relying on massive EM buffs coming from Nahida. This is actually EM share that's coming from Dahaya, because my Dahaya build actually has slightly more EM than Nahida. So that's kind of what we're working with in this particular demonstration, at least. I could run triple EM on Nahida. I don't want to, so sack that. So yeah. Anyway, let me know what you think with all of this in the comments below. Like I mentioned, I didn't really want to go for double Archon. It just seemed a little bit too easy to just do that. It's kind of like how everyone uses Bennett and everything, and I'm like, I don't really want to use Bennett in every single team and demonstrate that because that's also a little bit too easy. So yeah, and boring. So that's kind of where we're at though. At least with Zhongli Nahida, they're not boring. They're actually quite interesting characters to use anyway, and definitely with someone like Zhongli, I am basically using something that I feel like a lot of people forget exists, which is 50% VV that lasts forever. So long as you're within range. It seems like the range for the res shred that comes from Zhongli's shield is a little bit on the low side, so maybe that's another caveat. And then of course the other big caveat is the fact that if you're using someone like Nahida, you're going to have such an incredibly overwhelming Dendro application that it's going to be really, really difficult to get an underlying Hydro Aura for your second rotation, which you're probably going to need in order to do at least one round of Hydro Crystallize. So, unless you have C1, it's going to be a little bit tricky to get 160% base damage multiplier on your charge attacks for your charge attacks. Hey guys, this is Kate, the editor. I just wanted to also add that if you find yourself fighting against something that you know for a fact is going to need more than 2 rotations, because let's say it's a boss in this Spiral Abyss, and you are going to be playing with someone like Nahida and Dahaya, then I think at this point you might as well consider running Mona instead of someone like Zhongli. Mona's actually really good, even for Forward Vape Neuvillette teams, so long as you don't use her skill while you're trying to do charge attacks with Neuvillette's, well, charge attacks. Because if you actually use Mona's skill, that's going to end up stealing those forward vapes from Neuvillette, and that's not really what you want to do. But if you apply the Omen, then you do actually have a bit of time where you can do quite a lot of damage with Neuvillette's charge attacks while enemies are affected by the Omen, and you can actually also maintain some Pyro Aura via Nahida and Dahaya. One alternative, as always, is going to be Baiju, but of course, at that point, 1, you're going to lose massive EM bonuses, and then 2, you're going to have to rely on an ult. But it still works, and that's exactly what I did before, and it's still more than enough damage to at least clear this Spiral Abyss. And by this Spiral Abyss, I mean the last Spiral Abyss. I haven't actually tried this Spiral Abyss yet as of recording this video, so we'll see how that goes. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Hope you guys enjoyed this. If you like this video, hit that like button, subscribe for more Genshin Impact action, and until next time, I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching. Bye.
Written in the stars.
Bow your head.
Shadows of